If your dog licks you, you might think it's because he loves you. It's very common behavior, very natural, and almost everyone who has a dog has experienced it. He licks your hand. He licks your face. He might even lick you again and again until you have to move away. And your first reaction is, "How cute! He loves me." But there's a truth that most people don't know. That behavior doesn't always mean love. Sometimes you're misinterpreting it. Misinterpreting a very important behavior, because in the world of dogs, no behavior is meaningless. Every action has a reason. It has a purpose. Even something as small as licking isn't random. And if you only see it as a sign of affection, you're missing a much deeper layer of meaning, something that has existed for a long time, before you and he ever met. Something that doesn't begin with an emotion, but with an instinct. So, before you think, "My dog licks me because he loves me," stop for a moment and ask yourself, what is he really trying to tell me? Because the answer might surprise you. And when you understand, the way you look at your dog will never be the same again. To understand why your dog licks you, you have to go way back. Before your house, before your comfortable bed, even before the life you're used to. Go back to where it all began. In the wild, a world without protection, without food available, without anyone to care for him. There is only one thing: survival. In that world, a puppy has almost no options. He can't hunt. He can't get food for himself. He can't protect himself. And to survive, he has to do one thing: lick. He licks his mother's mouth, not out of love, but to ask for food. It's a signal, a primitive form of communication, a very clear message. I need to live. And that behavior is repeated hundreds of times, thousands of times, across generations, until it becomes a part, deeply ingrained in their brain. They don't need to learn it. They don't need to think about it. Just follow the instinct. And the most interesting thing is, that instinct doesn't disappear. It doesn't fade. When the dog becomes a pet, it doesn't disappear. When it lives in your house, it's still there. Silent, but very strong. Only its objective has changed. Before, it licked its mother to survive. Now, it licks you, not to ask for food, but to maintain the connection. A new form of survival. It's no longer about food. It's about bonding. And if you observe closely, you'll notice something. It doesn't lick all the time. It chooses the moment. It chooses the instant. When you're near. When you interact with it. When it feels it needs you. That's not by chance. It's instinct, trying to maintain the bond. Because in its world, that bond is security. It's survival. But there's a question that very few people ask themselves. If this behavior is instinctive, then why? Does it lick you more than other people? Why isn't it the same with everyone? Why are there people that he never licks? But with you, he repeats that behavior many times. Have you ever noticed? If so, comment 1 below, because the answer is no longer an instinct, but in the relationship between you and him. And that's what we're going to look at next. So, when you start asking yourself, what is he really trying to tell me? You're on the right track, because licking doesn't have just one meaning. It's a language, a form of communication that dogs use every day. But what's special is that they don't use words. They use actions. And licking is one of the most important words. When a dog licks you, he can be saying many things at the same time. Sometimes it's comfort, like when humans touch their hands unconsciously when they're nervous. Dogs do too. Licking is a way to calm themselves, a way of saying, I'm okay. But other times, it means something different. Submission. In the dog world, licking is a very clear signal. A way of saying, I'm not a threat. I trust you. I accept your position. That's not weakness. It's a communication system built over thousands of years. But there's a meaning that almost no one notices. Sometimes, when a dog licks you, it's simply saying, you're important to me. No complications, no noise, just a small gesture, but full of emotion. And if you observe more closely, you'll notice something interesting. Dogs don't lick everyone. There are people they ignore, others they keep their distance from. Some they only interact with when necessary. But with you, it's different. It approaches. It takes the initiative. It repeats that behavior, not just once, but many times. And that isn't a coincidence, because in its world, everything has meaning. And choosing to lick you is a decision, a signal, a very clear way of communicating. I choose you. But that's not all, because behind that behavior, there's something deeper. It's not just behavior, it's biology, a reaction that occurs inside its body every time it gets close to you. And that's where the story gets much more interesting. And that's when the story changes. Because if you think that licking is just communication, then you're only seeing half of it. The other half isn't in the behavior. It's inside its body, a reaction that you can't see, but that happens every time it gets close to you. When your dog licks you, his brain activates. It's not by chance. It's not unconscious. It's a biological response, pre-programmed. It releases a hormone. It's called oxytocin, the bonding hormone, the same hormone that appears between mother and child, between beings with the deepest connection. That means that when your dog licks you, he's not just expressing something, he's feeling it, a very real sensation, a sensation that comes from within. And the interesting thing is that you are also affected. Your body also responds. When you touch him, when you look at him, when you are near him, oxytocin is also released in you. You feel calmer, more at peace, more connected, not because you think it, but because your body reacts this way. It's not just emotion, it's biology, a system created to connect between you and him. That's why every time he licks you, it's not just a repeated act. It's a cycle, a loop. The more he licks, the stronger the bond becomes. And the stronger the bond, the more he wants to be close. Over time, that connection becomes deeper, more stable, and almost irreplaceable. But most importantly, this is it. Your dog doesn't do this with just anyone. Because this reaction doesn't happen with everyone. It only appears when there's trust, when there's familiarity, when there's a real bond. And if your dog licks you frequently, it's not by chance. It's a sign that you've become part of his emotional system. You're not just his owner, you're part of him. But there comes a moment when all of this becomes even clearer. A moment when this behavior is no longer just instinct or just communication, but something very real, very deep. And that's when you're not okay. That happens when you're not okay. Nobody says anything. Nobody notices. But inside you, something weighs heavily. You fall silent. You sit alone. Or you simply no longer have the energy to speak. And then it appears, silently, slowly. It just approaches. It sits beside you. It looks at you. And gently, it licks you. A very small gesture. But it appears right at that moment. It's not by chance. Your dog doesn't need you to tell him. He doesn't need explanations. But he knows. Somehow, he always knows. Because your body is changing. Your heart rate, your breathing, your scent, your hormones. Everything is different when you're not well. And he senses it. Not with thoughts, but with instinct. An instinct directly connected to you. And then he does the only thing he knows how to do. Be with you as close as possible and lick you. Not to bother you, not to ask for anything, but to say something very simple. I'm here. You're not alone. I'm not leaving. And maybe you don't notice it at that moment. But for him, that's the best way to take care of you, without words, without logic, just presence. So, the next time your dog licks you, don't ignore it. Don't think it's just a habit. Stop for a second and feel it, because in that instant, he might be doing the most important thing, being with you when you need him most. And if you've ever been through that, if you've ever felt that your dog understands you without you saying a word, like this post and subscribe, because you're not the only one. And what you have is a very special connection, something that not everyone manages to see. And if you have a dog like this, appreciate him, because for him, you're not just his owner, you're his world. And tell me, does your dog do this too? And after all, there's something you need to understand. Your dog doesn't do this with just anyone. Not just anyone can approach him. Not just anyone receives his licks. Not just anyone earns his trust. But you do. It's not by chance. It's not a coincidence. It's a choice that he repeats every day, every time he approaches you, every time he seeks you out, every time he licks you. It's not just behavior. It's a decision. In his world, where everything is based on instinct, choosing someone is a huge thing. And he has chosen you, not just once, but every single day, again and again. Among so many people, among the whole world, he chooses you. He's with you. He trusts you. He connects with you. And when you understand that, you stop seeing that gesture as something normal. You start seeing it as a privilege, a connection that not everyone has. So, the next time your dog licks you, don't just think, he loves me. Remember, he chose me. If you've ever felt this, give it a like and subscribe, because little things like this are what change the way you see the world. And tell me, how did your dog choose you?